Hey boys, welcome back. Just another video here real quick. Last night while we were working on the stream, about an hour into the video stopped recording, and then about an hour after that, the game actually started to break down on stream and stopped working in the English translation. So I had to do a couple little tips and tricks to try and get it reinstalled. While I was working on that, I realized there is actually no video at all, very helpful on the internet to show you how to install this. So I figured I'd go ahead and make an install video for anybody who wanted to play Fallout Sonora in English. So just follow along with these steps at home. It's pretty straightforward. First thing you want to do is head to my video on the subject here. Um, so this is my first video on Fallout Sonora. Um, this is just a live stream straight from Twitch. This is the one that broke down. I included in here just kind of instruction on how to install it if you wanted to play Fallout Sonora yourself. There's two real main ways on how you'd want to install it. Um, this is the first way that I tried. This is the way that ended up breaking down for me. If it doesn't work for you, I'd recommend trying the second version. Um, this is a little bit of an extended edition. It already has the DLC included, and it has a little bit better English translation from what I can tell, and a little bit less glitches. One of the main issues I was having from the first mod author's website is that it would start me off with no pistol animations, and there's a point in the game where you receive a Pit Boy and Volt Suit. Spoiler alert! I know in a Fallout game that's surprising. And those actually weren't given to me, so I actually played the first 4 hours of the game with no Pit Boy at all. Uh, so I recommend using this one if you're trying to get the English translation. It's pretty straightforward to follow these steps. But if you go to the mod author's website here, um, you can just type that into the URL, delete the period, pop that in. This will take you to the Nevada Band Studio website where this was created by BlackDesigner and his studio team. If you have it in Google Chrome, which I highly recommend you do, you can switch it pretty easily to the English translation just like that by clicking this icon. Then from there, it has the full description of the game, which is all in English. It has a trailer, the intro, all that good stuff. They also have plenty of concept books, designs, things here that might give you more info about Fallout Sonora in case you have any questions on locations or you get stuck. From here, here's the mod author's original version. This is the most updated version. And then this is the DLC. You can download these separately. It's pretty straightforward. Click on this link. It'll take you to a Dropbox website. Just go ahead and click it. You're going to need a cloudmailwebsite.com. I have one here, pretty straightforward. Um, and then from there, you can just click this button here. This will download the full file. It should have all of 1.2 gigabytes of everything here. You can also translate this page to English if that's helpful for you. Um, let's see what else after this. So this is just the original Fallout Sonora. I have that downloaded in another file. If you want to get the DLC, same thing. Click on this. Go over here to the download and install. Oh shoot. Go over here to the download and install. And that'll take you to another cloud. Then from there, you can translate that to English, download file. This one's a little bit trickier. You do have to get kind of a sketchy uh, sign on to Russian mail access. You can figure out how to do that yourself, but this is the way I highly don't recommend you do it. It's probably the easiest way. This is the way that gives the mod author best credit, I know. But it's a little bit sketchier, a little bit more difficult to do. And then from there, you want to also go and get the English translation. That's the other one here, the other email address, or the other address. Sorry, I'm so freaking tired. Um, type this in. This is just the Dropbox. This has the English translation. Once you get all of those files, I have them in here. Some of these are other files that will be from the second way on how to download and install this. But from the first way, you'll get these files right here. Um, and then what you want to do from that is you want to have some kind of WinRAR archiver or something like that that you can have to pretty easily open it. Open it up, check to make sure all the files are in there. They've downloaded correctly. It should be 1.3 gigs in total. From there, you want to go ahead and extract that to wherever you want to play it. You can do it anywhere. In fact, if you want to, you could download it in, I don't know, I mean, you could do it in the downloads if you wanted to. You could select that folder, extract it. Once you extract it, it'll open up a folder just like this in your downloads, and then you want to click on the run fsonora.exe. That'll open up the game and get it started for you. I highly recommend you run it first to make sure it works before you add in any English translation or any other DLC. But you should be able to play it straight out of this window with no trouble after you extract this. If you want to add the DLC in as well, you just extract this as well to that same file, overwrite anything in this file that needs to be overridden, add in the DLC stuff, and then start it up using the DLC exe. And then if you need to translate that into English, you want to go ahead and download this file as well. This is the English file. Go ahead and copy these into the main Fallout Sonora file that you've created and override anything that needs to be overridden, which is everything. And then that should get you started with English. I know in this version it won't have an intro. It won't run certain things. It might be a little bit different, but it is generally a pretty good English translation. And this is straight from the mod author. The second way you can do this is a little bit different. I recommend you start back here at the video. Try this first one here. This should take you to a disk page where you can download the full extended version. If you hop in here, I don't think you have to translate this. I guess you can translate this to English, so it's still helpful if you use this in Google Chrome. But then you have two versions here. You have the 1.12 and 1.11 if you click this arrow. And then there's a few other little tiny files in here that are a few other tiny mods in here. If you have any other Fallout mods you want to try. I highly recommend you get the 1.11 version. I think that's the version that works best with the English translation. But from there, you want to go ahead and download that here. And you'll have to do kind of a similar thing where you have to extract the file. If you want the English translation to add on to this, you want to go ahead and download this. Go to GitHub. You might have to create an account to do this. It's not that hard. You don't even have to add an email address to do this. Pretty straightforward. And then you want to click over here on releases. This will give you the most up-to-date release version and it'll give you all of these files. Then from there, pretty much the same thing as you did with the first one. You want to click on this, let it run. That'll generate the file and let you play straight from there. And then once you have the extracted file from clicking this installer, if you want to add the English version in there, you want to go ahead and open this and extract this into that same file and override anything. And once you do that, it should work pretty much straight off the bat. Let's see if I can't get it running myself. So I have many different versions here. But I got the English, the Russian, the 1.12. This is the one that I updated into English with the DLC, the full extended release. And this is the one that I got to work the best. So it doesn't start up with the intro, but you can run the intro in this version. And of course I'm not going to run the whole intro, but it does play it in Russian.
Война. Война не меняется. Так говорили наши предки.
And then this should work perfectly. Everything's in English. It's actually even better than in my original video that I created. If you just created a random character, Gustavo, let's go ahead and done that. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, gotta give him some stuff. Let's give him those three. Done. Gotta give him points. Alright, let's give him some random points here. Tons of charisma. Sure, done. In the game. This has an even better translation than the one that I was working on yesterday. And it starts off with these. When you look at things, it actually translates in full time. So I think this works the best. It's a wheelbarrow, not a cart. So if this video helps you at all and you're able to install Fallout Sonora and play it yourself in the English translation, definitely drop a like, drop a subscribe down below, definitely watch my stream if you can. I'd really appreciate it. I don't do any of this for monetary gain. I just like to have fun playing video games.